need a donut. There's Nick Zan. There's Tom Duffy. Yep, Tom made it home. I would imagine everybody at this point made it home. I am Frank was here on Monday. Tom was here, but he left early. Frank left like 2 o'clock, and then I was like, you know what, I don't want to write. I wrote 15,000 words. I'm good. Just going to kind of take a little break. Yesterday, I was going to write, and then I caught up on emails and all kinds of stupid shit. Then I woke up today, and I was like, you know what? Turn the fan on. Let me check my sales so far for the month, because it is the 7th. I should be doing well. I'm not doing well at all. I am having an awful month in Amazon sales. And so I'm all depressed, and I just don't want to do anything. So this is actually I just started writing now. All morning I've been doing other stuff, trying to figure out the magic secret formula to suddenly make some sales this month. It's not really working. And so I'm going to write a little bit, and then I'm probably going to go and curl up in the fetal position for the rest of the afternoon. Because it's just, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Actually, I was going to say, I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong, but I don't know what I'm doing, I think is the problem. Had a great positive weekend, a lot of writing, a lot of people here talking shop and whatnot, and then to open up my Amazon and see that I'm basically not making any money at this point. And the argument could be, well, it's August, and you know, summers are bad and blah blah blah. But yeah, so I'm gonna get some writing in. Hopefully we'll talk about some positive things, and I can get distracted. Nick says Liz liked the blueberry lemon cookies passed along to Shelly. That was positive. That is very positive. Everybody liked those cookies. She wasn't even gonna make them until like the 11th hour. She was just like, let me try this. So I took a shower this morning. I shaved my head this morning. Trying to be positive. Doesn't matter what month it is. It always sucks when nobody's buying anything. Yeah, but it would be nice that if they were. So I redid my board with my releases. Tom, we are going to do January, February, and March next year. By the way, I need that December spot for one of the Down and Dirty books, so it fits in. So, just so you know, we also got to finish book 2 and then write book 3 as well. That would also help. All right, didn't think you'd have a problem with it, but I wanted to tell you as soon as I did that. Hump Day. Chad Hoey in the house. I always hated Hump Day. Dumb thing to say. I mean, you said it, Chad, but still. That's when you were a teenager. You're like, oh, Hump Day, I know what that means. At that point, you weren't getting laid anyway, so not really sure what the deal was. I had tortilla chicken soup for lunch today, as well. And yesterday, I was looking for the other thing of tuna. Couldn't find it. It ended up being buried under all the butter in the in the refrigerator. But I found that I had a couple of tuna sandwiches for lunch, and then last night I was like, we got all this cold cuts, all this meat, all this cheese. Might as well eat some of it. So I made a couple of sandwiches, and I'm like, you know what? Today I was like, I don't want another fucking turkey, ham, and salami sandwich. I feel like I've had 30 of them. And my wife's basically like, I ain't cooking this weekend. I'm like, I don't blame you. You cooked all weekend. Like, we're just kind of on our own. Tuna, please hold the albacore. Yeah, exactly. It was actual tuna, not that albacore garbage. You're trying to pedal off on me. Like, I don't know the difference. Like, my palate is not so refined. I know when it's albacore or tuna. You may argue that albacore tuna is a thing, but it's not. It's not really all that good. So so now I'm like, all right, not a problem. And she's like, I'm going to work late tonight. And then tomorrow is her birthday. We're going to go out to dinner, which will be nice. And then that will be it, I guess. So should be good. Fancy dinner tomorrow, but I know tomorrow I'm not eating any more of this. And I was like, oh, lunch I'll make Monte Cristos, plenty of bread, plenty of eggs. But then I was like, yeah, that's a lot of work. Maybe I'll do that for dinner tonight, because I know she's not going to cook. She's not going to want to, and she'll probably work till 8 or 9 o'clock. So I have one Shark Week show left to watch. I'm just rambling here, people, just so you know. Just throw some things at me here. I don't know how much writing I'm going to get in, but I am going to ramble for a bit. And then we watched some Prison Break show or something, some History Channel thing, or like World's Worst Prison, something about prisons. But of course, we watched some brand new series on History Channel. We watched the first episode, and so prisons. What prison do you always hear about? Oh, yes, Alcatraz. The first one was about Alcatraz and the 3 guys escaping, and Al Capone being there, and I'm like, there's more than this one prison. Like, now luckily every episode is going to have a different prison. I think like Sing Sing is the next one or something. But I'm like, do something different. Why do we always have to have, every show has to have the same serial killers? I'm sick of Dahmer, I'm sick of Bundy, I'm sick of Gacy. Give me some new people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of serial killers out there, people. A lot of prisons out there too. Let's hear about them. So everybody drank all of the flavored water over the weekend. So my wife bought like 10 6-packs of the lemon water that I love. But they're all in her truck right now. So I'm drinking normal, regular, boring water. And I squirted some lemon juice in it. Not the same. Like a hint of lemon in it. Hinting. So that's that. I guess we're going to actually finish this freaking chapter here. Kept looking for Yoo-hoo. Yeah, we had a couple of cans of Yoo-hoo left, but while we were away in Philly and my daughter was here, she drank them. There were those Snickers drinks up there, though. You could have had one of those Snickers ones. I think Frank had drank one. Those were pretty good. How many times did you wake up to find Frank in your bed? How many times did I want him there, or how many times was he there unannounced? Twice in both cases. All the times. Well, that was when Chuck was here. Apparently Chuck would be walking around shirtless or in his underwear or something to go to the bathroom and freaking people out in the middle of the night. So we had a good group of people. No problems. Although I'm going to be honest with you, by the time we got to Sunday night, I hated everybody. I just wanted everybody out of my fucking house. It's just not, mentally was not good for me to be around people so much. It was nice when it was like, okay, it's Monday, and I got 3 extra people in my house, that's it. And then Tom and his girl left, and it was just me and Frank hanging out, watching some stuff. Next page, Nixon. Next page. It felt good to yell. And then dropping Frank off and coming home, and it was like nice, quiet, nobody around. Me and the wife sitting on the couch. It was all good. There's me. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. He's no friend of mine. Although in this case, we're speaking of Mr. Frank, and he is a friend of mine. Frank, I believe, just arrived home a few minutes ago. He had a walk from North Carolina to New Jersey because of the weather. I don't even know if this storm is still existing, where this storm is. If it's raining anywhere else. It's been nice here. It is, what is the weather? Let's check the weather. Let's check the weather, shall we? 84 degrees right now, which is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Perry Como to right back at you. So, we had a little bit of sporadic rain on Monday and Tuesday. Today, so far, nothing. In fact, about an hour ago, I was like, "What the hell is that?" The sun was actually out. Straight like crazy in Jersey, and the storm still hasn't gotten here yet. I think tonight we start getting it. Yeah, they were like, unless it's sped up, they were like, it's like 8 miles an hour, and like Saturday night, Philadelphia is supposed to be hit. Unless it's just falling apart going over land, then now it's speeding up. Then you will get whacked with it. And then it'll just circle the globe, and it'll come and restart, hit us again. It'll hit Australia and build up. I just sat in the plane for an hour after we landed. Newark was a mess. Yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm just glad you were able to get out of Jacksonville. So when I started back in like middle of June, or around the 15th of June or so, I had looked at my numbers and I was like, for my fiscal writing year, I was 35,000 words behind. Which is a lot of words to make up by October 1st. But then I had a great last 6 weeks, and I did like 15,000 words over the weekend. And then even though I didn't write Monday and I didn't write Tuesday, I'm still now, going into today, I'm 8,000 words behind on the year, with all of August and September to make that up. So I should not have a problem, even though I have a lot of stuff coming up. I have Wednesday the 28th of this month until Labor Day, September 2nd, I will be in Nashville. And then the September 18th to the 22nd, I will be at NINC. So there's 3, 4, 5, 10 days right there that I will not be writing. Out of like 60 days, we'll call it. So that's a big chunk of this time, and then we go into October. And AuthorCon is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, so that Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, I got to get a lot of words in to start my new year, because I'm not going to get those 4 days. I also believe the end of September, I'm going to have to go up to New Jersey for her nephew's, he'll graduate from the Coast Guard. And so we'll be there for that. So there's also something else. I'm like, I got to have been on for a while. I'm like, 20 minutes. That's all I've been on? I've eaten 2 Entenmann's Frosted Devil's Fruitcake Donuts so far. I'm going to eat 2 more. Is Nick Zinn going to AuthorCon? That's what he says. These are fucking melted together. You motherfucker. He didn't take his girlfriend with him. I like Nick, so I'm not going to steal her from him. Did Mr. Frank get his blue cheese? I believe he did. He tried some while I was here, I believe. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Want to remind everybody to resubscribe and also follow me on the YouTube. Oh, here's a little Chinese lady. Haven't seen her in a while. She's wearing one of those white sports bra things where boobies bouncing. Because it's only 80-something degrees. Although right now on the bottom of my screen, instead of giving me the friggin' weather like I need, it's saying sailing. Final result. I don't care. I keep trying to turn that crap off. Who gives a shit about sailing? Don't eat this donut. Oh, there's FedEx. I always do that. You're like, oh, he's parked across the street. But I still might get something. I don't know what. And I just got a window look, as the young kids say. I ate my donut. Oh, he ran it. He ran it to Neil's. Did you say across, like some kind of jerk from Philly? Yeah, across the street. Yeah, from across the street. He just pulled it in. The hell are they ordering? You know? Supposedly in Philly. Yeah. Just ate too much. I had my tortilla chicken soup. There's the lady's husband out there running, but not together. My thing is, who's watching the baby? Because they have a baby. So is there like somebody else in the house, or do they just leave the baby? We finished watching the season of Mayor of Kingstown last night, the last 2 episodes. Good stuff. Highly recommended on Paramount Plus. I've only eaten 1 gram of rice since I got home. It's all I can fit. Yeah. I've been eating these donuts not because I'm hungry. I'm eating these donuts because I'm depressed. And I'll probably jump into some M&Ms and eat handfuls of those too, when I'm not really supposed to be eating anything, because I'm not hungry. jumped right into my insane hot pepper show. You are a fan of that. It's funny just having people here for almost a week, and then you're like, shit, I got all these shows I gotta watch now, you know? I got another Eye of the Storm I gotta watch. I watched that yesterday. It was the Hurricane Ida one that beat up Louisiana and then went up to New Jersey and beat up South Jersey for a while. What's funny is the people from New Orleans, the people from South Jersey, the Pine Barren folk, if you didn't tell me where they currently were, I could not figure out who was from where, because they all had the same incoherent drawl, and they both tried to say educated words that didn't really make any sense because they misused the words. I thought you were already... No, you better subscribe again. They do not like you at all. So I got some Twitch I gotta do. I'm doing now. I got some TikTok, a couple of TikTok videos. I got some books came in. Just stuff to do. And I don't really want to do any of it at all. There she goes again. She's probably happy because Neil's not out. Neil's usually sitting in his driveway and then he'll start talking to her. Then he just, after a while, she's like, okay, I've been running in place here. It's time for me to, actually go and exercise. Keep my shapely figure. Grass is super high out there. Super high. Grass is as high as that dude with the rancid Frito that Frank was on a plane with. I had an author, I can't think of the name now. No, they mowed the day before before MondoCon. Before everybody showed up, they mowed like the Monday, but it rains every day. So the grass is super high. So it's literally been a week, and the grass looks like it hasn't been mowed in weeks. This app is jank, total opposite of Preem. Yeah, that does not sound Preem. That sounds unpreem. There's Mr. Frank, subscribed again for the 5th time this month. 27 months, very good. And my subscriber number did not go up. Oh wait, it just went up. Thank you. Which it was up the other day. I don't know what the hell's going on. So they'll come like next week or the week after and mow the lawn again. It is ridiculously high though because it rains every freaking day. That's pretty much the difference between just saying back in Jack. Yeah. That was the thing is like people that are in Florida for like a year or less are all freaked out about the hurricane, and people who have lived here for 20-something years or were born here are freaked out because they know we better get the grass mowed before these storms come because the grass is just going to get higher and higher now. And it did. Anyway, if you have not watched Mayor of Kingstown, Jeremy Renner stars in it, I suggest you do because it is very good. And who's the bad guy? Littlefinger from Game of Thrones is Milo in it. First couple seasons. I have concerns about the ending. About the ending of what? What do you have concerns about? Tell me what you have a concern about. Did you watch the last episode, or are you concerned about the ending, like when it finally ends? Do we need to? Oh, fuck. Yes. Yeah, it's your good buddy George. Exactly, Mr. Frank. George was on the other day when we were on Monday when we were on live on Twitch. I was gonna go on yesterday. I was like, I don't want to write. I'm not gonna do this. So I did not do this. Yes, the last episode. It would depend on how the next season begins. There was a lot. There was no spoilers. There was a lot that happened in that last episode. A lot. And a lot of things that I did not expect to happen. A couple things I expected to happen. But a couple things I was like, oh, okay. Oh, we won't have to worry about this person or that person. Oh, but then we got a problem with this or this. So, no. Now we just got to wait for the next friggin' season, whenever that will be. There's something else that I saw commercial where I was like, oh, I want to start watching that as well. But I don't remember what it was. Supposedly this week, coming up though, Frank, where Shelly and I are going to watch the boy band documentary and the Bon Jovi documentary. And then we can speak about it. So that will be good. But in the meantime, I got like 400 other things that are taped to watch. We went down the list. I was like, all right, listen, do you want to watch these history shows about prison breaks? She's like, yes. I'm like, do you want to watch these about really bad prisons? Yes. Do you want to watch Skinwalker Ranch? Hell no. All right, then I can things I can watch, and these are things I'll wait for you. You want to watch the border crossing ones? She's like, yes. I'm like, all right. So, lots of different things. Next page, Mr. Frank, because technically I'm on the next page. Next donut. I'm at it. I actually ate all the donuts. I mean, I still got a whole box, I believe. I think. I'm sure my wife will hide them tonight. I know the M&Ms are getting hidden. I guarantee you that one. All the M&Ms that, Mr. Frank did not eat. As I told you, just get one. Just get one. You don't have to get 3 giant things of M&Ms. This is why I'm fat. It's like too warm to open all the windows. I haven't had the windows open in months. Goodwin was eating M&Ms before he reached his goal. It was driving me bonkers. There are rules. So he's to be honest, Wynn is a rebel. So at least he wasn't shouting and speaking really loud like the other one was. Yeah, anarchy is right. Anarchy, like the new Keel album. What was I listening to yesterday? Oh. You know what I listened to yesterday, Frank? I listened to did you hear the Bryan Adams versions of the 2 songs he wrote for Kiss from the Creatures of the Night album? So he recorded them himself now and has released them. And it just sounds like Bryan Adams singing in Kiss. They're on Spotify. If you look up Bryan Adams, I know one of them is on there. So he wrote, he co-wrote War Machine, and he co-wrote whatever song that is. That's Hell is in the title. Why can't I think of the freaking name of it now? Anyway, that one is out there. No, it was not All Night and Put the X in Sex. It was not. I missed a lot being all by my lonesome in the back, and it sounds like that was for the best. Yeah, I don't think you missed much. Doesn't sound like it. Anyway, Bryan Adams has released those 2 songs that he wrote. He wrote for Kiss. I just saw a thing that Warrior, they're doing the, no. Something with hell in the title. Why can't I think of what the hell it is? That's what I just did there, hell. Hold on. Now I gotta look this shit up. Bryan Adams, Kiss. It says, when did Bryan Adams come out? So you would think he's gay, but no. Oh, Rock and Roll Hell. Duh. And the problem is they have 4,000 songs with hell in the title. Rock and Roll Hell. Get me out of this, Rock and Roll Hell. Anyway, it's a special double A-side single. War Machine and Rock and Roll Hell, through his new independent label. Co-wrote it with Jim Valance. And people are like, how did I not know that Bryan Adams co-wrote songs with Kiss? Well, I guess you're not a Kiss song fan. Rock and Roll Hell. Yes, that's it, Frank. Rock and Roll Hell. So there you go. This literally the sun is out right now. This weather's crazy. Right in the middle of a hurricane. I would never have picked those two as penned by Bryan Adams, but I do know they worked with him. Yep, those two songs. I guess he was like a 21-year-old nobody at the time, and I think Rock and Roll Hell was a Jim Valance song that he had recorded, demoed, and then Bryan Adams reworked it. And then War Machine he wrote for Kiss. It was a song he knew he would never be able to release himself. Too heavy for the stuff he was coming up with at the time. Then I saw Warrior with Vinnie Vincent and Three Nobodies. Is that company that keeps doing the reissues of everything is remastering all three Warrior albums with a ton of demos and different stuff, and basically it's like half of the first two Vinnie Vincent Invasion albums. All of those songs basically were originally in Warrior, so that's coming out. People are very excited about that online. I don't know why. Like Forever was Michael Bolton. That yeah, that does make sense. I remember when I was on the radio in Flagler Beach, I played that Michael Bolton, I forget the name of it, from his first album, his rockin' song, before he became Michael Bolton, the crooner, when he was trying to be a hard rock singer. I believe there was a video to that one also, with him strutting around in leather pants, acting like he was going to be the next Paul Stanley. Not a bad song, I'm going to be honest with you. George was about to say the same thing, Mr. Frank. Interesting. Interesting he would say that. Interesting he would agree with you, Mr. Frank. I don't know. Good times. Good times. No, that was wasn't that Rod Stewart? that was Rod Stewart, wasn't it? Now I gotta look this shit up too. You people are bring stuff to the table, not questions. Bring answers. His first album was self-titled using his original family name of Bulletin. Not Bolton, Bulletin. He focused on hard rock with his band Blackjack, once opening for heavy metal artist Ozzy Osbourne. In 1983, Bolton auditioned for, but was denied the lead vocalist position with Black Sabbath. He said that was untrue. Can't find the... Oh my god, he looks awful. He's 71. He don't look all that good. Fucking 26 albums. I don't know. I can't find this now. Fool's Game. That was it. 1983. Peaked at number 82 on the U.S. charts. Fool's Game. Rockin' tune. I love you some Rodster. Let's hear for the History lessons. Heavy metal artist Milli Vanilli. Exactly. There you go. Oh my God. Message from Thomas O'Brien. A little busy right now talking about Kiss and Kiss related things. Mondo and Bob. Exactly. Dude, if I don't answer you, don't keep sending messages. He hasn't figured that one out yet. So there you go. So I have not written a lot, maybe a couple hundred words. I need to get back into the groove. Is what it is, right? Alright, I think I'm going to wrap this up today. I'm going to go battle my depression and find another box of donuts. I will not be on tomorrow. It's my wife's birthday tomorrow. So even though she will likely go to work, I will still be hanging out with her. There you go. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with me and distracting me for 45 minutes or so. I will, maybe I'll be on tomorrow, I don't know, but I definitely will be back here on Friday. So, in the immortal words of Jerry Springer, and you know what he always says.